the state of Ohio versus Robert Kevin Deweese. Do you feel you're making this decision of your own free will without any pressure from anyone?
No, I do feel pressure, but I'm willing to take it.
Okay, well, let's talk about that for a minute. What pressure do you feel?
I feel like that I'm getting not the best deal.
Can you speak up a little?
I'm not really feeling like I'm getting the best deal, a fair deal in this matter.
Okay.
I feel like that I don't have any other option but to do this.
Well, you do have one option. You have a right to have a trial. If the state cannot prove these facts against you beyond a reasonable doubt, then they would not be able to obtain a guilty verdict against you. But if they can, and they do, then there would be greater penalties. So that's...
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want to make sure that you feel that you're making this decision voluntarily without anyone pressuring you to do it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you're doing it voluntarily?
Yes.
What is your plea to count 2 rape by force or threat of force?
Guilty.
Can you speak up?
Guilty.
What is your plea to count 3 gross sexual imposition with a victim under 13 years of age and a prior conviction for gross sexual imposition with a victim under 13 years of age?
Guilty.
What is your plea to count 5 kidnapping with a sexual motivation specification?
Guilty.
I'm sorry.
Guilty.
What is your plea to abduction, a felony 3?
Guilty.
I accept your plea. Is there a statement from the victim?
Yes, Your Honor. The victim's representative, her mother, is present and would like to address the court.
Okay.
Mommy, I don't want this memory anymore. Mommy, I'm scared. These are the words that my 6-year-old daughter told me on February 6th, 2026. When we were waiting for a police officer at 5 Below in South Lebanon. As a mother, I never want my child to be scared or harmed. That day, there was a lot of both. We had gone to 5 Below just around 3 p.m. to get headphones for a new electric piano that my daughter had. While there, my daughter had an accident while using the restroom. Little did we know, after holding the door open for us, that the same person had been following us. They followed me and my daughter to the back of the store. We were stalked and spied upon as the door was closed. Later, seeing the store camera footage, I saw the image that I saw turn my stomach. I saw us being followed, having someone listen outside the door, seeing that same person touching themselves in the hallway as I stood inside that locked restroom, trying to make my distraught daughter feel better about something that had very rarely happened to her. But the most nauseating thing was that, when my back was turned, a predator had took it upon themselves to trick my daughter. I had told my daughter that I would find her new pants if I could. I wanted to protect her dignity, so I left the room and instructed her to lock it and not open the door unless I came and knocked in a very particular manner. But a predator had been listening in on our conversation, and within seconds of me leaving that restroom, our stalker came back and was knocking on that door, not just once or twice, but 4 separate times. My rule-following daughter decided to open the door, thinking it was me, as she had been instructed, but that was all it took. A predator had found us, stalked us, and then used an identified opening to take advantage and assault my daughter. When my daughter left that restroom, she was angry. She yelled at me and cried. Once outside, she told me that a man had come in and touched her, and that man had run away. My heart broke and I panicked and I ran into the store and called the police. Our world had been turned upside down. After going through the discussions with the sheriff's office, we were told to go to Cincinnati Children's Medical Center. The following weeks were filled with even more doctor strips. We started trauma therapy on February 20th, and then we quickly upped the number of visits to twice weekly. These took her out of class, and she started complaining about stomach aches, headaches, and the inability to focus. We took her to her PCP to see if anything else could be the cause, and we took her to an optometrist to see if the headaches were a result of needing glasses. Everything pointed back to the physical reaction due to the violation she experienced on February 20th, or February 6th. This slowly evolved further. She doesn't sleep in her bed anymore, opting to come to my bedroom to co-sleep because she doesn't want to be alone. She asks if her bad guy can make fake money and escape to hurt other families. She has trouble trusting other people, including adults, and during a trip to a local indoor playground, she came to me sobbing and said, "I don't want to be here anymore. I have no one that I know. I can't trust anyone." And we left one of her favorite places within 30 minutes of arriving. That's when she told her brother about the incident for the very first time. While in a single-stall bathroom, her brother was being silly, and she became enraged and yelled at him to not open the door. She said, "Don't do that. It's very dangerous. You should never, ever open the door when you're in the bathroom. It can cause really scary and bad situations like the one I was in. A man came in the bathroom and hurt me. Don't open the door. You need to be safe and make sure you are addressed and with your mom." In that moment, through her pain and fear and anxiety, my daughter was trying her best to protect her brother. She's a brave and strong girl. But I've been asked to pass along the following message to Mr. DeWeese. My daughter says, "You're a bad guy. I don't know why you choose to hurt kids. Stop doing it." And for me as a mother, I would like to say, Mr. DeWeese, I'm disgusted by you. Your actions will forever affect our lives. I don't think you are redeemable. I think you like hurting kids and that you're a predator. I think that you're a danger to society, and you need to reflect on your actions, and you should never go around another child again. Thank you.
Thank you.
The defendant's conduct on February 6th was that of a predator. Did exactly as Ms. Fink described and followed them into the bathroom where he encountered the victim. He has a history of multiple convictions for gross sexual imposition, multiple convictions for voyeurism, convictions for public indecency, convictions for failure to notify and failure to register under his sex offender registration requirements. He has been on post-release control on numerous occasions and has violated every time. He is a danger to society, and we would ask the court impose the 30 to 35 and a half year sentence.
All right, thank you.
For the record, he does have 168 days of jail time credit.
Thank you. Mr. Brunner, anything on behalf of Mr. DeWeese?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. DeWeese has written a couple of letters here, but I'll start by saying, first, I'm in agreement with the 168 days of jail time credit. I ask the court credit that towards the sentence. Throughout the pendency of this case, I have gotten to know Mr. DeWeese. I have spoken with family members of his. Now, none of this is an excuse, and obviously this was a horrible crime and event, and I know that Mr. DeWeese, for what it's worth, is sorry for having done this. I think when you ask him why he did this, I'm not even sure that he's able to answer that. I think there's some kind of compulsion going on here. You know, when talking with him about his childhood, he's had a difficult life, and obviously that doesn't excuse victimizing other people, but I did want to make the court aware. I mean, his father passed when he was 5, his mother left, he bounced around from foster home to foster home, he went to numerous schools, because he really didn't have a home. Then as he transitioned into adulthood, he continued to struggle with homelessness and kind of rootlessness and aimlessness, obviously started picking up criminal charges, and here we are. I know there were some mental health motions filed in this case, and I think that a large part of Mr. DeWeese's issues, I think in the present situation, I've spoken with his brother. He had been, I know the court's aware, he was released from prison 3 days prior to this incident. When he was released, he was 5 hours from home. He was given $100 and put on a bus. He came down here. During that time, there was a snow emergency. He was trying to gain some kind of transitional housing and wasn't able to enter that program due to the snow emergency. And so I think it's tragic and horrible for the victim in this case. And I know Mr. DeWeese is apologetic for that. And I know he wants to apologize personally.
Yeah.
But I did want to make the court aware of some of the things that Mr. DeWeese has been dealing with. I know that he gets emotional when talking about this. And again, that none of that alleviates anything that happened to this little girl. I just wanted to make the court aware of kind of Mr. DeWeese's background, some of the things he's been dealing with. I know that he has taken advantage of some of the programs that have been available to him in the jail. And I know that he intends on, when he gets to the Department of Rehabilitation and Correction, taking as many classes as he can. I know his goal someday when he's released from prison is to have as normal a life as he can, because I think tragically for so many people, including Mr. DeWeese, he has not been able to do that so far in his 37 years.
All right, thank you. Mr. DeWeese, is there anything you would like to say, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I didn't even know that I hurt you guys that bad. And there's nothing I could do to change that. I feel horrible due to my mental health problems. I did something I didn't even realize what I was doing. And I wrote you this letter. I'll try to read to you. I just want to say that there is no words to tell you just how sorry I am for what happened. And I would literally do anything to go back in time and change things. I want you to know that I never meant to harm anyone. And I genuinely am sorry from the bottom of my heart. I don't know if you believe in God, but God can fix and heal everything. Because with God, all things are possible. I pray that you have good and wonderful life after this, and that nothing stops you from making all your dreams come true. I'm not a mean person. I want you to know that, and I wish you nothing but the best of it in your life. I hope you find love, joy, and happiness after this, and never look back. I know that today my life will never be the same, and this is the very worst day of my life. But I just pray that you can find peace and happiness in your life. And I hope you know that God will help you and be there for you and your daughter and everything you do in your life. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'm sorry. And I hope that you know, again, I'm deeply, deeply sorry for everything that happened. Thank you for your time. And I pray that you will forgive me one day. I had no clue how bad I hurt you guys. I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Is that all?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I didn't realize how much damage I caused, I didn't even realize that when I was doing it, I felt like I wasn't even there. And I woke up after this happened, and as soon as it happened, I said, I'm sorry to the girl. I said, I'm sorry. And I meant that. I felt scared, and I didn't know what was going on until after it all happened. I feel terrible. I'm going to have to live the rest of my life with what I did, and I wish I could take it back. I do. Like, I'm scared, I know what happened is not good, but I hope you'll have mercy on me and understand a little bit where I'm coming from. I feel sick. I wish I could take it back. That girl didn't deserve that, I'm not a mean person. I believe in God. I wish that it didn't happen. And I pray that everything will be healed one day, and that you'll have mercy on me. And I'm sorry, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir. Many times these mental health issues are over our head.
Yeah.
The bottom line is you're not going to be in a position to harm anyone else, and maybe you can find some satisfaction in that. If you cannot control yourself, then you can't harm other people, so you know that you have to be somewhere where this cannot happen again. That's part of the purposes of the law and protecting the public in this case, and it applies to the sentences that you're receiving here today.
Yeah.
And I try to understand what you're saying and expect you do regret it. I hope it's for the proper purpose, and I'll take you for your word at that. But you can't do this.
You're right, Your Honor.
So this is the only way in society we can deal with this. Sentence in count 2 is 11 to 16 and a half years. The sentence in count 3 is 60 months to be served consecutive to the sentence in count 2. The sentence in count 5 is 11 years in prison. The sentence shall be served consecutive to the sentences in counts 2 and 3. The sentence in count 6 is 36 months in prison to be served consecutive to the sentence in count 2, 3, and 5 for an aggregate sentence, minimum definite term of 30 to a maximum indefinite term of 35 and a half years in prison. For the
In a dramatic courtroom exchange, tensions quickly escalated after a defense attorney suggested the court treated prosecutors differently. The judge immediately rejected the accusation, calling it one of the most disrespectful statements made in nearly 25 years on the bench. Instead of reacting with anger, the judge emphasized fairness, explaining that every party receives the same opportunity to be heard. To ensure justice, the hearing was postponed until the following day, giving the defense more time to review the evidence and prepare a proper response. The judge also made it clear that the defendant would not be punished for the attorney's remarks, reinforcing that courtroom decisions must be based on law, not emotion. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this courtroom breakdown, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more courtroom drama and legal analysis. And let us know your thoughts in the comments below.